Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. In the previous episode, we beat Dupless a second time and reclaimed Mario's body and name, while permanently establishing Vivian as our newest party member. And I know I was gonna go down into the sewers, but there is something I forgot that I want to take care of at the Trouble Center. Let's see. No. Elusive badge. I think I know what this one is, but first I want to take care of this one. I want you to go find the legendary cookbook for me. It's in a pretty scary place, so there's no way an old gal like me could get it alone. Please, come to my house in Rogueport Square for details. Want to take on Zesty's trouble? Do it and do it right. Oops, wrong one. Alright. This one we can actually do immediately because it's the very book we got when we first went to Creepy Steeple. And this can be useful if you're into using items a lot. Hey, you took on my trouble? Well, it's really important, so listen up, Mr. Klutz. Ages ago, there was this great legendary chef named Maitre Delish. Rumor has it you instantly become a better chef by reading his book. Unfortunately, it's an old book that's hard to find. Stores don't carry it. But I've recently heard that someone who used to live in Creepy Steeple had a copy. There are many secret rooms in Creepy Steeple, so it's moldering there somewhere. I just have to get my hands on it. Hands on that book and read it. Help me out, Stumblebum. So then, want me to cook something for you, Mr. Clumsy? For you, Clumsy Crush-a-Lot? No. Oh, what a complete letdown. I thought I could put my skills to the test. Did you find that cookbook? Yes, already had it. Ah, that's it. That's the book by Maitre Delish. Give it here, quick. Ha! I see. Aha! Doodle-dee-doo-dah. I've got it now. Just glaze a mushroom with honey syrup for a yummy honey shroom. Brilliant. Now I can use recipes that require 2 ingredients. Now that's some book. Talk about effective. Thanks, Mr. Staggers. Take this as your reward. Honey mushroom. A dessert made by Zesty replenishes 5 HP and 5 FP. And you can basically make that for all tiers of mushrooms, including ultra mushrooms. So you can basically save space in your inventory by combining the various syrups with the various mushrooms to get the effects of both. Now I can use recipes that require 2 ingredients, so just ask me anytime. I'm really going to put my soul into it and cook with a vengeance from this day on. You solved the trouble. Great, now to go back and get that elusive badge one. Not sure if we could pick this up earlier. I'll look into it. If we could have. I doubt it though. You know what? I'm going to check right now just to be certain. Okay, so no, it turns out we actually could not start this until after Chapter 4. Which means we didn't miss out on really anything. We can do all these troubles, get a bunch of rewards for them, but really, there's only 3, I think, off the top of my head that are worth going after. I'm after an elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet me on the roof of Zesty's house in Rogueport Square. This poster is anonymous. It's maybe dangerous. Want to take on this trouble? Sure. Do it and do it right. Well, we've already been to that rooftop, so let's go check it out again. Oh, hey, here's Luigi. Let's get his story. Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about the thrills, chills, and spills. It was pretty nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Hey, sounds good to me. What part of my story you want to hear, bro? Circuit Break Island. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes, right there on the trophy they give to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway. And my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stumped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other karts crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only kart left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazafraz town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. If you want to hear what I've been up to, just come find me, okay? I'll be around. Yeah, I'm Torque. Don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair costs. Ooh, you're on your own with that, Luigi. I'm barely scraping by as is. Though mostly because I keep spending them all. Anyways, let's go talk to our mysterious employer. Yep, it's Miss Mouse, and just to prove a point, yeah, she's not here. Piercing blow. Deliver damage that pierces enemy defenses. Ew. Last stand P, pretty lucky P, simplifier. Stomp on a single enemy using a lot of attack power. I think I'll take the piercing blow. Piercing through enemy defenses with the hammer? That'll be useful. Hi, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. I'm a pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fellow like you take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to it, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I've failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair, of that I'm sure. Of that much I'm sure. I went to check the room after I heard you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I did hear rumors that to find this badge one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means though. Anyway, look for it. Okay, sweetie? Yeah, basically we have to go all the way back to Hooktail's lair, and then once we find what we're looking for, go all the way back. So, seeing as how we have to go... Well, actually, no. That leads down into an area... Or that doesn't take us really to the area. Unless we want to use the shortcut, but... It's actually not much of a shortcut. It'd be better to go down the regular pipe there. So, yeah, I'm going to see you in Hooktail's lair, because nothing's going to have changed from doing that one. Okay, then. Back here in Hooktail's lair. What we want to do is head towards the center. Start trying to blow around with Flurry. At least it's supposed to be somewhere around here. Come on, where is it? Center of the lair. I'm around the center of the lair. There it is. And in this we get Attack FXB, the badge for Miss Mouse is looking for. Take it to her. Alright, we don't get to use it yet. Alright, now this isn't actually the last time we have to return to Hooktail's castle, but we won't be able to get that other one for a while. So, I will now see you guys back at Miss Mouse. Oh, and if you can avoid it, don't get into fights with enemies. It's not anywhere near worth your time. You're lucky if you get 1 star point. Anyways, see you guys back in Rogueport. Okay, back in Miss Mouse. That face. Does it mean you found the badge? Well, this is certainly the badge that I was looking for. Oh my, yes. Now, my sweet, promise to hear me out without getting mad. You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize, but I knew you would find it, my handsome cheese hunk. You may have even more badge-finding skill than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Because I'm sure to find lots of badges that way, don't you think? Now, about that reward, let's see. Take this badge that you managed to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. Now, let me formally state that you will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. Miss Mouse joined your party. Miss Mouse's abilities, a primer. Press X and Miss Mouse will snuff out any items or objects hidden nearby. There doesn't seem to be anything in this area, dearie. When you press X, I'll sniff around and tell you if there are any items nearby. There's something right near here, sweetie. If there's something nearby, I'll let you know like I did just now. In battle, I can attack enemies with my Love Slap. I can also help you out by using my Kiss Thief move to steal enemies' items. Yeah, the enemies that were carrying badges and items, we can now take with Miss Mouse's help. You solved the trouble. And yeah. Yes, there should be something somewhere nearby. Oh. Alright, well, let's get her powered up before we head down into the, into the sewers to find out where our next crystal star is going to be. Welcome to the home of Merlin. Super Magician foresaw it, yada yada. Power up Miss Mouse. You can use the T's to make all enemies dizzy. Shall I power up this partner? Yes. Shazibi! Shazubi! Care to power up more? No. Then you may go. Okay, finally we're gonna make some more progress today. Down the pipe. Gotta love how every time you come back here, you usually have some form of shortcut to make getting back there quicker. Now, before we head further down... No... Ah, yes! This room! We saw it quite a while ago, but couldn't do anything about it. Now, with Vivian, we can hide in the shadows to avoid taking damage. Assuming we can get the timing down right. Alright, what do we got? Spike shield. Huh. How funny. Make Mario damage-proof when jumping on spiky foes. Sorry, Vivian. Okay. Surprised there aren't any enemies around. I guess they got rid of them knowing there was no real point in fighting them. Alright, now to find out where our next star is. Ah, dang it, her tail's glitched out again. Or, I guess, lower half, you could call it. Come on, where's it gonna be? Pirate Island in the middle of nowhere, eh? Alright. The location of a crystal star has been recorded on your magical map. We'd better hurry, don't you think? We should go up to the professor's office. We have to let him know about the princess's email.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. What? That was written in Princess Peach's email? A legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon. And those fiends want to use the power of the crystal star to resurrect it? Oh, bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. What have you found out, Professor? It's rather long, so you'd best listen well. Are all of you ready? And you there, in front of the TV, you listen up too. Maybe I'm missing something? Are you talking to no one? Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details, just listen up. The great cataclysm that I read about in the book may well refer to this demon. It says that a monster destroyed a large town that once stood in this very area. It also says that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by this monster, and that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try and control the world. According to this book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes, but only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So the heroes used the crystal stars which they had stolen from the demon, and they cast the evil beast into the depths of the vast maze and sealed the exit. From this, I gather that the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So if they're all united, they can either seal away or resurrect the demon. It seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or good. I guess we had to consider not collecting the crystal stars then. It would be awful if we found them all only to have them stolen for evil purposes. Does anyone think it might be better to destroy them once and for all? That was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? The fact that those goons want the stars now may be coincidence, but maybe not. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nauts fail. Oh, I guess we'd better find the rest of the crystal stars then, huh? Where do we start? According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keelhaul Key. Keelhaul Key? I'm none too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits, full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. I'm sure the sea salt's down by the harbor no more. You should head there first. Yes, but first, let's raid your trash can. Find a scrap of paper and garbage with a can with info about Atomic Boo. That's it? Nothing on Dupless? Alright. Well, I guess we'd better head down to the harbor, like, Professor Frankly said. Well, this guy looks swarthy. No matter how much I work, life never gets any easier for me. Wait, no, that's Irish. Know what I mean? There's gotta be a way to just poof and get rich, you know. Poof. Well, I do believe we should try heading to the bar. Bars are always good places to, get some information. Always people willing to talk. And what do you want? Who, me? You ask about? I am called Flavio. I am, how you say, a trader. The richest man in Rogueport. I doubt that's really saying much. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes. And freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that the man whose life is unchained must always long yet for more, ah? What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Romance? Definitely. Romance, you say? I suppose one does need some romance in life. Don't expect me to roll my R's with this guy. What other sweet delectable fruit could make so many wonderful pasta sauces? Eh? No, foolish Flavio! Not romance! You silly man, what I need is romance! Wait, hold the horses, that is it! Now that I am thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Where's the romance in that? Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills, emotion, and even money. Do you not know the tale of the Pirate King's treasure hidden on Keelhaul Key? Keelhaul Key, you say? Well, tales say that the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot. But not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. Eek! It is because of those very rumors that people no longer go to Keelhaul Key. But that will not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. What is that you are saying? You are also looking for a treasure, here in Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No. Now what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Show me. You are having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Keelhaul Key. You swine, you mean to steal my treasure from under me, you awful, awful man. Well, now I am confused. You were looking for things known as the crystal stars. But now that I am thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash? Yes, that would be... stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keelhaul Key. Of course, the crystal star is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. Huh? You must repeat that? Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no sheep? Ha 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 ha! You unfortunate foolish man. Do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader. Yes, and you will be captain. Danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. Okay, then. No way he can get it done that quickly, but money can buy a lot. Wow. He wasn't joking. And who is that I spy? Hehe. Oh yes, I'm gonna be filthy rich. I can't wait to leave port. Oh, pleased to meet, your acquaintance. Boo. Right. Yes, so it is you, huh? Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavion, queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. Behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul, don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty, she is a savage beast on the water. Tops among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can. Yes. Did you speak? Yes, of course, the problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavion, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here is the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest-ranked helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now, here's the real problem. The waters around Keelhaul Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is a, how you say, a pickle? Oi, Flavio. Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Papach. You can solve our problem, then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a famed, no, a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Barbary, a salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have the helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him on the seas of late. Boom! Problem solved. Let us scout this Barbary fellow and get him on board. As is customary, my captain will handle our negotiations. That would be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? No complaints. Aye, sir. Aye. Ugh. Of course it falls on me. Then it is decided. You must find this Barbary and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Well, we have actually already encountered this Barbary. Remember that old Babam with the ship's wheel for a key? That's our man. Though, something tells me he's not going to be too keen on joining us on this adventure. But we won't know until we try now, will we? Now, let me just make sure there's nothing in the back here. that we need to see first and foremost? Nope. You seek Admiral Bulbury? Never heard of the gent. Take your search elsewhere. Jeez, I've forgotten how to get him to talk. Wait, do we need to talk to the bartender, I think? I know we gotta talk to the bartender at some point. Or was it Frankly? Well, one of the two. Admiral Barbary? Yeah, I know him. You know that house just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let him be. Yeah, well, we ain't got much of a choice. Our ship needs a navigator, and this guy fits the bill. Admiral Barbary? I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please. Drop the act, super stash. It is an incredible mustache. We already found out that you're Admiral Barbary. Humph! What poppycock! Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator, and you want me to do the job, hmm? So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea, nevermore! But that's just not cool. You want to see me beg or something? Is that it? You have to come along. Only you can get us safely to Keelhaul Key. Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean is no! Back to the bartender. What's the next move, Chief? This salty dude is going nowhere fast. I can't figure this guy out. What's his beef with the ocean anyway? And know what we ought to do? Go find someone who knows what this dude's deal is. Well, I do believe we know somebody who might know who his deal is. Alright, bartender, talk. Say Barbary won't go to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Barbary back on the water? Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want to mount an expedition to Keelhaul Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors will meet their ends. Not old Barbary, though. Fact of the matter is, Admiral Barbary's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Please do, I can take it. In that case, get ready. Barbary's tale of woe goes something like this. Barbary was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlett. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Barbary was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlett never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Barbary's return. And Barbary, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlett, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened, and Scarlett fell ill. A virus, a passing cold, no one knew, but it soon turned serious. Barbary at seas on a long, lonely voyage knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlett had succumbed. She was long gone. Barbary, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. Gee, what a downer. I guess that's a pretty good reason for hating the ocean. You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? Yes, we have no choice. Very well. I understand if you're that determined, then I'll give you this. Old letter? The letter Scarlett wrote to Barbary on her deathbed. On her deathbed, Scarlett wrote Barbary a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him, so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. When I saw Bobbery in misery trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. Regretted it ever since. As you should, asshole! You withheld the dying words of a guy's wife from him because you thought that would help him? Heck no! You're an idiot! Please. Take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Listen, Podley, thanks a ton. We'll deliver this thing. You feel better, okay? Let's roll, Gonzalez. He doesn't deserve to feel better after what he's done. What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Pardon? A letter, you say, for me? What? Scarlet? This is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time like a love. Time like love is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. A thousand pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? Yes, love. I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe? Bound for Keelhaul Key? Humph! If you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery, yes! Alright. The ship's in the harbor, I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. Yes, yes indeed. Do we have enough time for what's left? That's a fair number of cutscenes. Oh, we got an email. Man, not a lot of important things are in our inventory, is it? I imagine keys probably end up in there, but still. Petuni. Yoo-hoo. Hi, Mario. How are you? I'm, good. No, very good. No, great! Lots of stuff has changed here. Oh, but not the Elder being mad at my brother. That's still the same. I do wish you'd come back to play sometime. Are you really busy? Are you going someplace far away? Like, a place nobody's ever been? Wow, that'd be fun. I'm jealous. Well, if you ever have time to come back here, come play with me, okay? You have to promise. From Petuni. What's this egg about? Alright, well, thinking about it, it's going to be a bunch of cutscenes coming up, and I'm not sure we quite have the time to take care of it. At least not without going over our time limit. So, I'm going to end things off there for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, or to leave or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.